Continuing with the theme of family, the Torah gives commandments about marriage, taking care of the widowed, the Levirate marriage, yavam, and the mitzvah of circumcision. The positive commandment: for a man to marry a wife, so to be fruitful and multiply. Bereshit, Genesis 1:28 commands, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue, be a good steward over it, and rule over the fish of the sea, the bird of the sky, and every living thing that moves on the earth." Genesis 1:28 is Hashem's first blessing and mission statement for humanity. The man and woman are told to be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth, transforming a raw world into a lived-in one. Subdue and have dominion aren't a license to wreak havoc on creation. They imply accountable stewardship. Humans are appointed caretakers over animals and land, with family life, productive work, and moral responsibility all placed under Hashem's authority. The positive commandment: for a man to marry his wife by a consecrated ceremony of marriage, kiddushin, and if the marriage fails, to give a legal and proper bill of divorcement, a get, in the case of infidelity on either's part. When a man takes a wife and lives with her, and it will be that she will not find favor in his eyes, for he found in her a matter of immorality, he will write her a will of divorce and present it into her hand and send her from their house. Devarim, Deuteronomy 24:1. Devarim 24:1 addresses divorce procedures. If a husband or wife finds ervat davar, a serious indecency or marital breach, he or she may end the marriage, but only by giving the wife or husband a written bill of divorce, sefer keritut. The point is regulation, not encouragement. The document frees him or her to remarry and protects their legal status and dignity, preventing another from dismissing and reclaiming each other at whim. The positive commandment: the Levirate marriage, yibum. When brothers live together and one of them dies, and he has no children, the wife of the deceased shall not marry outside to a strange man. Her brother-in-law shall come to her and take her as a wife to himself and perform Levirate marriage. Devarim 25:5. In Torah law, Devarim 25:5-10, if a married man dies without children, his brother is expected to marry the widow. The first son born from that union is legally considered the deceased brother's heir, preserving his name and inheritance in Israel. In an ancient tribal society, this wasn't about romance, it was social security. It protected the widow from poverty and kept family land from disappearing. If the brother refuses, there's a public release ceremony called halitza. She removes his sandal and spits before him. Basically the Torah's version of, "Fine, but everyone should know you ducked your responsibility." The reality of this is it's about family continuity, dignity for the widow, and preventing someone from being erased from the people of Israel. The positive commandment: to circumcise every male at the age of 8 days old, and it must be done during the daylight hours. At the age of 8 days, every male among you shall be circumcised throughout your generations. He that is born in the household or purchased with money from any stranger who is not your offspring. Bereshit 17:12. On the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. Vayikra, Leviticus 12:3. An uncircumcised male, the flesh of whose foreskin shall not be circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from its people. He has invalidated his covenant, brit. Bereshit 17:14. Bereshit 17:12 and Vayikra 12:3 command circumcision of every male, brit milah, on the 8th day as the physical sign of the covenant between Hashem and Abraham's descendants. Bereshit 17:14 adds the consequence: An uncircumcised male who willfully refuses is cut off from the covenant community. The act marks belonging, identity, and commitment, turning a newborn into a participant in Israel's sacred bond with Hashem. Thank you so much for watching or reading this part 17 for the 613 Commandments of Torah. Be sure to tune in next week for part 18. Until next time, please like, subscribe, and share with others. And this is Shmuel ben Shlomi of Shmu's Views, wishing you shalom.